There are a few hot and sexy things in the Star Citizen universe. One of them is me in this heavy armor. But the other thing is the ship behind me. The other way behind me. There it is. There. The Prowler is so hot, much sexy. It is schmexy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. It is here. It is beautiful. I love this. I love this ship. I know people have their preferences as to what ships must look like or what they want ships to look like. Your preferences are all wrong. This is what a sexy ship looks like. It is sleek. It is stealthy. It is heavily armed. Everything about this ship is just beautiful. They've done a wonderful job. I'm very, very pleased with the way this ship has turned out. Design-wise, it's exactly what I'm looking for in this game, and also functionality. You know, get a bunch of my buddies in there, drop them off in combat zones. This is pretty much the kind of gameplay and the styling I like. And beginning with the most important part, well, actually, before we get to the weapon, I guess we'll do a walk around. You've probably seen the ship by now, but you haven't seen it through my eyes. Look at it. Beautiful. The first Tavaran dropship by Asperia. Tavaran being a bird-like race. So there's a lot of these kind of, I guess, bird bone type structures that make the ship look light yet strong. You'll see the same styling throughout the ship itself. And these kind of wings, I guess, which double as the landing gear. So nice and beautiful. And these, well, I mean, are these going to be like anti-grav type of generators? Reminiscent of what we saw in the Matrix, right? I'm not sure if those are functional as they're supposed to hover above the ground, but beautiful. And obviously these are the doors for the drop seats behind them. Test squadron. But let's begin and take a look around the ship first. The tail section. Again, very bird-like. Kind of fans out. Makes it look very light. And I don't know about you. The first thing I always check out are the weapons. I just love big weapons, and these are controlled by the pilot. Thank goodness. Not only these, but there's a turret on top also. You'll see the similar styling run through this ship, and the weapons here too. Now these are gimbal size 4. These are deadbolt 4s. They put out 517 DPS each. They put out a ton of DPS. Not the most of anything in the game, but very, very decent for what the ship does. And on top there's a turret which has light strike 3s. There's 2 of them, which put out 672 DPS for a total of 1,706 DPS, 13,042 alpha damage, which is respectable. Very respectable, since this is not a fighter ship. This is a dropship. And I love the fact, and thank goodness, that the top turret... Can I EVA up there? Let's take a leap of faith. Up we go. There it is. That top turret there is also controlled by the pilot, thank goodness, making it the most powerful and fearsome dropship in the game. Well, actually one of the most fearsome fighters in the game, I think. It's pretty maneuverable. It's not as light and nimble as an arrow. I'd put this kind of on par with maybe a Warden. I haven't flown the Warden in a while, but it's not the most nimble, but it definitely can handle itself and dish out a lot of damage too. So let's get back down there and go inside the ship now. And I'm just going to come down easy. I'm okay. I'm good. All right. Now, 2 ways to get into the ship itself. You can either go in from the side over here. I'm going to open this up. I won't go in, though. I want you to show you the... Look at this ladder. Look. How is that for a cool ladder design? I love it. I love it. Very nice. But let's go around the back over here. Again, the styling, kind of bird bones going through. And you open up the back from this little button over there, open door. Now this is going to be the exact opposite of the fast ramp. Sorry, the slow ramp from Rick and Morty. It's not the slow ramp. This is the fast ramp. I gave it. I ruined the joke. Damn it. Okay, here we go. Whoop. That's it. Quick. Well, it has to be quick. It's kind of a dropship, right? You got to get the troops in and out very quickly. And I don't want this guy coming in. Go away. Close up just as fast. Isn't that cool? On the inside, well, the ship is powered off right now. So this is kind of the emergency lighting, I guess. And you are met with a lot of drop seats. There are, let's count them together. Flashlight on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 on each of these. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. 16 of your closest friends you can carry in here. And yeah, gonna make for some very, very exciting gameplay. And we have some place for rifles right over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Well, most of your friends will be carrying their own weapons anyway, so you won't need to use these. But if you do, they are there. Directly in front of us, we are met with the co-pilot cockpit, I guess. And upstairs over here, we have the pilot cockpit. Now, you can fly the ship from either one. Let's just take off from the pad in this one before my ship gets taken away. But hop in, and let's enjoy the sounds of this. So, one of the most unique features. Now, you notice from the outside, if you paid attention, you can't actually see into the cockpit. That's because you have this sort of armor, I guess. And what it does is it projects the outside to the inside. So, if we go flight ready. Oh, so nice. Let's see that again. Which button was it? Here, the viewport. Watch this. So cool. One more time. Open it up. Alright, let's take off. Actually, let's do it from inside so you can hear the sounds. Here we go.
Landing complete.
Nice deep rumble. Liking it a lot.
Thank you. And please visit again.
I will visit again. Thank you, Port O. Alright, view from the outside. Let's take a look. Isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty? Bring it around a bit. Let's get the sun in front. Look at that. Alright, let's bring up the landing gear. So take a look at this. If you push N, it brings that up and down. And notice the 2 little landing feet at the back end also. Great sound effects. One more time. So satisfying. So that's N. Now if you push J, this takes you into the forward flight mode. Here we go. Just listen to the sounds here. Listen to this. So satisfying. One more time. And up. Yeah. Alright, back in the cockpit. Acceleration test. Ready? Here we go. We're going to go full speed. And go. Powering up. 200 meters per second. 300. 400. Not boosting. 500. 6. 7. 8. It's getting loud. 900. 1000. And 116 top speed. And decelerating. Back to 0. No boost being used. This might take a while. Actually, let's boost that. Oh, things overheat. We've got to check the coolers. We'll check the internals in a second. Let's just come to a stop. Great sound design. So much of an improvement over the earlier engine sounds. And we've come to a stop. And while we're at a stop, how about we fire some weapons here? Listen to this. Boom. Now these do get overheated. They're prone to overheat if you keep firing. I'm going to hold down the fire button and let's check how long it takes to overheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's okay. After about 6 rounds firing through, you start heating up. But we can take care of that with some aftermarket cooling. And again, from the out, I can't stop looking at it. Look at it! Alright, let's take a look at more of the internals here. Back inside we go. Oh, the lights are on now, by the way. So interior lighting coming from these areas over here. Very cool. Oh, another one of the unique features, obviously, the air shields. Opening the ship up to a vacuum, which would usually, well, will suck out all the air and kill everyone inside the ship not wearing a helmet. But now, you simply have these shields. Hop out. Here we go. Doesn't that look menacing? Let's get back in. I should have practiced this before I did this. Will I be flopping all over the place, or can I get in smoothly? Let's see. Nope. One more time. Bear with me. And... oh! Yes. Smooth. Like butter. Nice. And close it up. So all of these are equipped with a shield, and one in the back also, so you can quickly deploy whether on the surface of a planet or into the vacuum of space. Doesn't make a difference. The shields are there now. Again, beautiful ladder design. Check this out. I love the details back here. So detailed. Let's climb up and take a look at what components we have here. So as far as weapons goes, we saw there were 2 gimbal size 4s, and there's a turret with 2 size 3s on it. So you can switch out those gimbal size 4s for fixed size 5s. This thing can put out a decent amount of DPS if you do that, but I'll be leaving it with gimbaled weapons. So back here we have the shield generators. Now as far as shields goes, we have 2 size 2 shields. These are the Sukuran or Sakuran, my pronunciation is probably wrong, which are grade 3 shields, size 2s. Each of them put out 38,460 HP. So a big pool of HP, and there are 2 of them for a total of 76,920 HP. Now how the shields work at the moment in this particular model, I believe these are the same shields as the Banu Defender. And what you have going is a huge pool of HP, almost 77,000 HP, at the cost of regeneration. You have to essentially get away from any kind of damage for at least 18 seconds. I haven't tested in this patch, but it used to be avoid all damage for 18 seconds for your shields to regenerate. So you have a massive HP pool, 77,000 HP, but the max regeneration is kind of slow at 839 HP per second. So slow to regenerate, but a massive pool to start off with. Now you can obviously customize it to your needs and tailor it in different ways. In here we have, I want to say this is our quantum drive. Is there any name on it somewhere? No, it isn't. But if this is the quantum drive, which I'm saying it is, then what this is a size 2 Nova, which is a grade 3 quantum drive. Not the slowest, but definitely not the fastest. It's going to take you from Port Olisar to Microtech in about 7 minutes. Well, actually 7 minutes 19 seconds to be precise. But again, you can upgrade this. Do we have coolers? As far as coolers go, these are size 2. There's 2 size 2s. And as far as thrusters go, not seeing here, but on the outside of the ship. Let's take a look from the outside again. Just because it's prettier. No, the inside is pretty, but the outside is schmexy. Stop trying to make schmexy a thing. Here we go. So, on the outside, we have 2 main thrusters. Then we have 16 maneuvering thrusters and 4 retro thrusters. Overall, not bad at all. It is not a fighter. It is not a heavy fighter. It is a dropship, but pretty damn maneuverable and heavily armed. If you want to switch these out for size 5s, it is going to be very, very impressive. Overall, in my opinion, I love it. I love this ship. It is almost everything I've wanted from a ship in Star City. If it's had a bed in the back so I can log out and just wake up in it, even better. It doesn't have that, so I guess, you know, there's got to be some give and take. But if you don't find this ship sexy, then I'm sorry. There's something wrong with you. That's right. Something wrong with you, not me. But this is definitely a very, very sexy ship. I will be putting a lot of hours in this, I can tell already. And very, very pleased with what we see here and what we have so far. And that concludes my first look at the Prowler. Looking forward to getting some action in it. We'll take some videos of the troops and how we utilize this in the near future. If you enjoy this content, guys, thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this videos with your friends, and I'll see you in the next thrilling episode of whatever it is. Take care. Bye.